Still nothing. Oh, there we go. There should be something happening now. Let me see if I can. Okay, I think I can hear audio. Here we go. All right, we are streaming live. Oh, now I have to say go live here. That was the preview. Okay. No, yeah, it's oh, okay. Now I'm live. Can you can see? Oh shit! I'm getting an error here. Can you see the fair use? Okay, so there should be an image on the screen. Cool. Okay, good. But can you hear audio? Is the audio coming through? Yes, with this, I can hear it myself. All right. So let's just slide this in and say hello, everybody. Today we are going to do a review. I actually haven't set up the review yet, so let me just do that. Oh yes, I have set it up. Yeah, content over everything. We are going to do a live review. I have not watched this particular video. I have no idea what it's all about. It's been suggested to me. So that's how we're going to watch it, pretty much, it, with that in mind. Um, in the hangout with me today is me. I'm Sydney Winston, and I have Pio, and I have Crazy Devil. Hello, everybody. Okay, you ready? You ready to rock? You ready to rock and roll? All right, let's do it. Okay. Okay. So just right now, fill us in here on the guy with the kippah on the right. He is Joseph, and he's obviously a religious Jew. The older guy on the left, he is a Jew, and he's an atheist. Oh, okay. He's an atheist and a Jew, and the guy on the right is a Jew and a Jew. Which one? The atheist? No, it wasn't a state. No, it was a conglomeration of regions. Like the Roman Empire wasn't just one state. Sure, with close to Rome, it was one sort of entity, but Rome was a no. It started off as a no. It Rome started off just a city. The whole thing started off as a city, as a republic. Okay, which broke down, and the Republican part of it broke down and evolved or devolved into the Roman Empire with emperors and stuff. No, because they control other different nations. Yeah. So what? Yeah, but they weren't states. They were all basically warlords, families, and wealth and landowners and that kind of stuff. I think. I mean, yeah. Let's continue.
Yeah, funny, funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he got it. Uh-oh. Yeah, this guy is confusing. Mama. What's his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy like uh, make a step back because realize years ago.
No, the Palestinians never had a state. The Jordanian, it was Israel, and it was Jordan.
Yeah, but the land
No,
like
no, but it was in Israel and Jordan.
John, John had got like 75%.
No, forget about what Jordan got the West Bank. Okay, Egypt got Gaza, and Jordan got the West Bank. What Jordan did with the West Bank was annex to within the country of Jordan. So there was no, from 1948 to 1967, there was no Palestine in the region of in the West Bank region, Judea and Samaria, which today they're trying to call Palestine. It was just another province of Jordan. So in the 19 years that it was under full Jordanian rule, there was ample time to cede that land to a Palestinian state and set it up. Israel couldn't have done a damn thing about it. And then there would have been your Palestinian state already in 1950 or whatever, or even in 1967. No, sorry, not 1967, 1948, when Jordan actually. The reason that the West Bank is in Jordanian hands is because Israel couldn't take it from the Jordanians. They were too strong. So that's why they held the West Bank until 1967 when Israel took it. But during those years from 1948 to 1967, Jordan owned the West Bank and it was part of Jordan. There was no Palestinian about it. There was no movement. There was no gesture by the Jordanian king to give the West Bank to a Palestinian state. Nothing. All of a sudden, Israel takes it in 1967, and suddenly it now belongs to the Palestinians. All of a sudden, they appear out of nowhere, and Jordan says, "Well, you know what? Even though we annexed it, um, well, we don't really want it. You get it's Palestine. There we go. There it is, Palestine. That's kind of how it's kind of the sort of Monty Python way it all sort of came together.
Yeah.
Anyway, should we carry on?
Yeah, let's see what Joseph will answer to this. Because I just wanted to point out that the guy on the left, for sure, isn't
Oops, sorry.
knowing nothing about.
Okay, whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's think of the land in modern terms, okay? The land is Palestine. The land is the West Bank. The land is Judea and Samaria. That's the land.
Yeah,
Because that is what Palestine essentially, that's what the Palestinians want today as Palestine. So when he's talking about the land, we have to assume that he's talking about the West Bank, which is the supposed, alleged, or dreamed of future Palestinian state.
yeah,
So when he says the land, is he referring to the whole state of Israel, which is in his mind occupied by Jews and they all should all leave? Or is it referring to the um, claimed Palestinian state of Judea and Samaria? Let's see if we can determine what he actually knows or what he identifies as the state of Palestine.
I think he is talking about uh, Gaza and West Bank.
And the West
But
Bank?
but
Okay.
but but but, but I thought, or my funny point would be that he said they were thrown out of which they weren't.
Yeah, no. He's talking about the places like that Israel took over during that war. Villages that sort of were along the Tel Aviv Jerusalem corridor, which was all occupied by Israel during that war. The whole Tel Aviv to Jerusalem corridor was pretty much a Jewish or Israeli controlled territory up to Jerusalem, and then the Jordanians had the rest of it. So during the War of Independence, there were a lot of Arab villages, of course, along that route, along that corridor. Which, of course, there was a lot of fighting because yeah, that was the. It was very. There was a very long battle to to open up and control and defend the corridor between Tel Aviv and Jerusalem. So part of that getting uh, was securing the hills where all Arab villages were, and a lot of those people left. A lot of them didn't, but a lot of those people left, and those are the people that this guy's talking about. Okay, so they all went to Jordan. They all went. Basically, that's why there's so many Palestinians in Jordan, because that's pretty much
Yeah.
where a lot of them went, to Jordan.
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to see if he argues for, even though the Israelis, let's say the Israelis kicked them out, okay, and they went to Jordan. Let's see if he argues for a Palestinian state within the West Bank, as it should be, as they want right now, in this video. Let's see how much he knows.
Yeah. But we have watch 6 minutes. Maybe we should let them speak.
Okay. Okay, I hear you. I hear you, my friend.
sarcastic way, Gaza is now the two-state solution, and do you think
No, what he meant
he
was no. This is what he meant.
for real?
This is what. Uh,
Look at the
well, you asked me a question. If you ask me a question, let me answer. Okay. He said, "Is Gaza the two-state solution?" So what he meant is, is Gaza now Palestine? So the West Bank is now Israel, okay, because Israel's going to annex it. So now what you're saying is the two-state solution: Israel and the West Bank all together as one Israel versus Gaza, which is just Gaza, which is called now Palestine, which is unacceptable, of course, to the Palestinians. But I think that's what he's getting at with that
for
question.
me, it sounds like he's like, uh, yeah, make a trying to push it to Jacob, like, you see, this is the outcome of a two-state solution. That's like this exists already in Gaza. So he tries to say, but look at Gaza, what's happening there. So in my
Yeah, but like you said, there's no Jews in Gaza.
yeah, 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 okay, let's move.
I got what did he say? Dimmy? What's a dimmy?
Yeah, I don't really know the word.
He said I don't want to be your dimmy.
Yeah,
The
I
hell's
have no
that?
idea what it means. But it
Mm,
must be something in the language of the other guy.
yeah. The guy must be trying to convert him into maybe some other kind of religion or something. I don't know. Anyway, maybe it'll come out.
Yeah. Yeah, can you stop? Can you stop?
Yes, I can, sir.
Yeah, he says like in Germany, Poland, Jews can.
He got beaten up for wearing a kippah. Well, you know what? You know what? I believe that if you're religious in any way, keep it at home. Don't bring it out into the streets.
Yeah, but
I don't care if you're Jew, if you're Muslim, if you're um, whatever the hell whatever other religious sort of people wear as a tradition. If you don't want to be picked on, and you're living in a secular society
yeah,
where your nonsense is frowned upon, when your nonsense is hated, where your nonsense is debunked, don't try and walk out and try and pretend piety with your dress and then get insulted when
so you
somebody.
think we should ban the kippah?
No, I don't ban the kippah, but if you wear it at your own risk, just like if I were to wear a dress and a wig and I went outside. Okay, I wear it at my own risk. If I walk outside and I'm wearing a dress and a wig, and a group of guys sees me and they start, attacking me and whatever, shaming me in some sort of way that I don't deserve because I'm just wearing a dress and a wig, right?
Yeah.
I take that risk by by stepping out in public in a way that's provocatively, that's almost aggressive, passive aggressive in a way.
So it seems like right now Joseph is the aggressive one because he's wearing the kippah.
No, he's just the visible. Like you said, he's the visible Jew.
Mm.
I don't know. I haven't really. It's only been 20 minutes out of an hour and
Yeah.
15, so I'm not quite sure what what kind of point they get. Have you watched this whole? Oh no, neither of us have
No,
watched
no,
it.
no.
All right, let's just see if we can sort of go through it. Well, maybe he said that, but way back in the beginning, he said he wants a one-state solution, and he wants it to be called, Israelstein or Pell Rail or something. That is that is ludicrous, absurd, and highly indicative of someone who has no fucking idea of the history of the region or perhaps the whole world. So let's carry on.
would be the interesting stuff.
Okay. Well, I can
So
fast forward. I can fast forward sort of through it and see if he ever gets back to that. Well, that guy disappeared, didn't he?
yeah, he went away like just a few seconds ago.
Okay. Well, that's probably the end of the review then, which is good. Under an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it done?
Pretty much.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the discussion should be Jews versus Jews, right? And there were two Jews who were discussing about the shit, and now the one left.
Right.